Hello chess fans, this is Rick from Chess to Impress with a video on Spassky's Stalemate trick. There was a comment, a question from Wish, one of my dear viewers, on my video on round 2 from the 2021 US Championships, which was video number 772. Wish said after black's queen h2 is the draw guaranteed. If you interpose the queen and swap queens, black should be able to take the pawn and play for a draw, asks Wish. It is all about this position from the game Zoltán Ribli, a Hungarian grandmaster, against the 10th world champion Boris Spassky from the 1985 Candidates tournament held in Montpellier in France. During the coverage of round 2 of the US Championships I just referred to, Grandmaster Yasser Seirawan told a story about this game. And I showed what happened in that video, but I did not do it justice. So let's look at it again. White is Ribli, black is Spassky. White has just taken black's last pawn on f3, offering trade of queens. If you trade the queens, then white has a winning king and pawn endgame. Spassky realized that, and that's why he played queen c2 check here on move 80. King h3, queen d2. Ribli gave a check, Spassky put his king in the corner, and now h6. And can you not just take that pawn? You can, but then white plays queen h4. And because the black queen is pinned, the queens will be swapped. For example, if you take on h4, then it's very important that you take with the king. King takes h4 leads to a winning king and pawn endgame for white. Taking with the pawn will only get you a draw. If you don't take on h4 but play king g7, then it's white who swaps the queens. King takes, and after king h4, again the only move that wins, white has a winning king and pawn endgame. I will not show the variation because we will see something similar very soon. So in the game after h6, Spassky saw I'd better not take that pawn. So he played queen b2. King h4, a check, and this is the moment. Here Ribli played king g5 on move 85, and the game became famous because now Spassky corked out this amazing queen sacrifice. Ribli took, and the game was a draw because the black king is not in check but has no legal moves, and it is stalemate. If instead you play king f5, that is not a serious winning attempt. Maybe it would be if Ribli had played against you or me, but not against Spassky. The game is an easy draw. Black has a million checks, and the only thing he has to be careful of is that a check is not met by a counter check with a resulting lost king and pawn endgame. So king g5 was the blunder, and instead, after queen h2 check, white should have played queen h3, interpose the queen. And now we get to the question from my dear viewer Wish. Wish said, if you swap the queens and go after the pawn, then you should be able to play for a draw with black. Well, not quite. White still has a winning position. So queen h3, interposing that queen, would have been the move to play for Ribli, and he would still be winning. It's important that you play king g4. That is the only winning move. Black has to take the pawn, and then the only winning move is king f5. King g7, and now only king g5 wins. Yes, you have to know your king and pawn endgames. But now it's easy. The white king is dominating the black king. You can now play up the g-pawn, and let's just play the variation till the end. And the pawn will promote quite easily. King f7, and black will get checkmated very quickly. Like this. And of course, queen g6 would also have been checkmate. So thank you, my dear viewer Wish, for your comment, and I hope I clarified things in this fascinating endgame between Ribli and Spassky from 1985. I hope you liked this video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up, please subscribe to the Chess to Impress channel, and please leave a comment. I will read them all and I will reply to them all. If you liked the video, it would be great if you could share it on social media by clicking the share button on YouTube. You can find me on Instagram, on Twitter and on Facebook. This is Rick for Chess to Impress. Thank you for watching.